Hey everybody, this is my first attempt making a DIY video, and I'm going to be trying to make a camera guide rail for school. I've seen a lot made out of aluminum rails, I have PVC piping, but I'm going to try to make one out of wood on a budget. So here I got some things from Amazon, actually 4 wheel bearings, VXB brand, not so expensive, pretty good pricing. I got 8 bolts, 8 urethane washers, and these threaded thingamajiggers that I'm going to be pounding into the wood. I have a 7-foot 1x4 Poplar Wood from Home Depot that I'm going to be cutting into a 4-foot rail and using the rest for the bracket. So the idea is that I'm going to have a 6-inch piece. I'm going to cut it over here, put those screwy thingamajiggies in, these wheel bearings, and the idea is that this main rail is going to slide through here and it's going to grip like that. Well, better than that, of course. Probably should have wore a mask. Alright, so the top of the wheel bearings is 1 inch in and 1 inch from the top. It's going to be centered like this, one on this side and one on this side. Alright, now it's time to try to put in the threaded thingamajiggers to our hole. Hammer time! Now that I got the screwy thingamajiggers on the top side, I'm going to put in the washer, bolt, and the wheel bearing. This line, which is the width of our board rail, and this is the center of the wheel bearing, just going to drill this out like how I did this one, and put in the screwy thingamajiggy inside. Basically it looks like this. The rail runs mostly on these 2 wheels. This is more for security so camera doesn't fall off. Clamps in between here. Looks like that. Gonna put a plate on the top and it will glide on this piece of wood. I have this scrap piece of wood that was lying around, same kind of material as this, and this is gonna be our top of our plate. I've decided to cut off this extra part just because. Okay, so now that it's put together, I'm going to put another piece over here, route the top, and slide rail. So let me finish that up. My 2 pieces all sanded up. Gonna glue it on here and nail it in. That's all for now. My daughter says it's time to go in and eat, so until next time, I'm done with the top part for now. Wheel bearings are in, wood is all put together, extra piece of wood, a little bit of overkill, but we're on a budget. This is what was lying around. Gonna route the top, make it nice, route the rail, make it nice and smooth, put a hole through it so I can put the video fluid head on here so that I can mount our DSLR, and put a little screwy thingamajiggy on here so that I can mount it to a tripod. Alright, see you later. Alright, it's day 2. Just came back from work and have a couple of minutes before dinner, and my daughter calls me in to eat. So I have here all puttied up the bracket for the guide rail. And I'm going to sand it down today and maybe route it. I don't know if I got time. Brought a mask and ear protection.
Luke, I am your father.
So my daughter is calling me in to go and eat dinner right now, so basically all I had time today was to sand it down and to route out the edges. Routed a little more than I wanted to because there was a little crack over here, so I just routed a little bit more, but it's still really clean. And I'll get back to the project on another day. It's day 3 of Project Guide Rail, and I'm done sanding and I routed the top so that it was nice and smooth. And with the extra wood from this part of the project, I decided to cut some feet for the rail so that it can sit on its own without a tripod. And the wood was slightly bent, not very much, so I decided to buy a 2x2 6-foot piece from Home Depot, $6, to make sure that it was nice and square. So we're gonna put that onto the rail with the feet and see how it looks. I have my 2x2 on the bottom over here to make sure that it's nice and square, and I've decided to put some screws about 5 inches apart so that it will hold the 2x2 in place. I have everything all drilled in and nice and square. So here's the finished product, our wood slide rail for our camera, DSLR camera for school. And we're going to give you a little tour of our slide rail via our little truck here. So let's take a ride in our plastic truck here. Load them up in the back. And here we are taking our tour of our slide rail. Maybe I should have made just a wood road or something. The wheel bearings help it to really slide nicely on our wood rail. I also decided to add on some metal brackets on the end. They're about $5, and that allows me to put it onto a tripod so that I can adjust the height and take it anywhere I want. Okay, so here's a test shot on our rail of my daughter's toys. Hello Kitty, she's so talented. Well, that's it for Project Guide Rail. It looks good, it works good, and it's made out of wood, and pretty cheap too. It was fun to make. So, hope you enjoyed the video, and maybe until next time. Bye!